Liberty Falls is now easier than ever, so today I'm gonna show you how to beat the main quest Easter egg every single time. So make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content, and let's get this. Alright guys, here we are on Liberty Falls. Not gonna lie, it has been a bit since I played this map. And I really don't know why, because it's such a chill and nice map. Of course, it doesn't have the complexity of Terminus or Citadel or even Shadowvale, but it's such a nice map, especially if you want a camo grind or just want to get started with zombies. And this is why I'm kind of making this video today, because I've been making a series on how to kind of beat every Easter egg in the game right now. After all the updates, all the new perks and all the new weapons and everything, because they gotten a lot easier. And you know what? I didn't really want to do one with Liberty Falls because I don't feel it's that hard of a map, but why not just do it? I know a lot of people really enjoy this map, and maybe we can up that that Easter egg completion a bit more. But anyways, today I am using the Compact 92 SMG. I do not know if this is the best loadout for it, but I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. I chose not to use a scope this time because I actually I'm gonna use most of the time the hipfire, because this thing gets a pack-a-punch ability when and to be more specific, it gets a perfect hipfire spread, so you basically don't have to ADS with this weapon anymore. So I went for more of a hipfire, sprint to fire kind of a gun. But yeah, I'm gonna pass a bit the rounds because I need to get enough money to open up the map and everything. And I guess I will see you guys when we get to the pack-a-punch and we can start this Easter egg. Alright guys, I think I have enough money to actually leave spawn and start opening up the map and everything. And I want to show you exactly how I open up the map. I always go to the right side because there's always a part or the wonder weapon right here, because first of all we have to build up the beam smasher, and you want to go to this Lily's flower pot and pick up this water valve from over there. And then we're gonna make our way towards Pack-a-Punch and open up the church. And right next to the church on the right side we have the graveyard, and right here there's gonna be a special zombie that will actually drop in another part that we need. More specifically, it's gonna drop a key. Alright, it's actually Pack-a-Punch as well. Look at that hipfire, absolutely perfect. Like, you don't really need to ADS with this weapon anymore. Also guys, one quick thing you want to do when you are inside the church, that is interact with the weird machine right here, and this is basically how you actually start the Easter egg. Some of the items will appear only after you do that, so make sure you do that just after you open up the church, so you don't forget about it. But basically right now what you want to do is hang around the graveyard right here until there's a zombie called the groundskeeper, and basically when you kill that zombie, it's gonna drop a key. And that zombie is the only friendly zombie in the game. That guy will not attack you, he will just walk around this graveyard until you actually kill him. He's gonna have purple eyes, and you're gonna see a different name other than zombie above his head. So right now we're just chilling around here for a second until he actually spawns in. I'll try not to progress around. I usually like to keep like one zombie alive and just hang around here until we can get to the next step. Alright guys, here he is. I did progress around because I wanted to buy some perks, but this is basically the groundskeeper. Look at him, the only friendly zombie in the game. You take him out and he's going to drop a tool shed key. You take that key, you go down, and then exactly on the left side right here there's this small shack. You want to interact with it, open the door, and then you pick up the handbrake. Now we're gonna move on to one of the harder steps of this Easter egg, because right now we're gonna be getting the almost the last part we need for the wonder weapon. And what you want to do is open up this right side right here where PhD basically is, and then we're gonna go into Liberty Lanes where the bowling area is. And what you want to do right on the right side here, shoot that panel right there, put the water valve in, and then just hold interact to build pressure. This will spawn in a lot of quest zombies. Even though you have only one zombie in your round, it's gonna spawn in a lot of zombies. So make sure for this you have some decoys, maybe ether shroud and things like that, because it can get a bit hectic and it's gonna be a bit hard to kind of complete this step. But having 2 ether shrouds or maybe 2 decoys or something like that will be just fine. I'm gonna throw a decoy right there, go back to building up pressure. We're almost done. There we go. You can definitely take a moment and kill some zombies and things like that. Just going to ether shot one more time and we should be done right here. And just like that, if you did it correctly, it's gonna be like a nuke sequence where it kills everything. And there we go, we got the water pressure gauge. Now we need only one more item, and that is going to be in a electronic shop on the right side of the map, right here, just behind this boss. More specifically, in the radio house. So what we need to do is basically we need to open up this door. And for this, we are going to need either a mangler, because we need to shoot it with an explosive thing. So we either need a mangler to shoot it down, or we can get a mangler cannon from killing a mangler, or we can actually craft a mangler cannon from the crafting table. And just because I have enough salvage and we're only on round 9, I'm actually going to do that. So we get the mangler cannon from over there. We go back here and we just shoot this down. Just like that. There we go. It opened up, and now we're gonna have some dig sites around here, and you wanna open up all of them until you find the electric wires, which you already did on the first pile, which was actually kind of nice. Let's kill up some of the zombies, and now we can actually go build the wonder weapon, the jet gun basically, and it's always gonna be up here in the motel. This is why I went up here earlier, because that door opens automatically when you get nearby. There's a lot of like, zombies coming out of it. But there we go. We got the jet gun, one of the best wonder weapons in the game. There we go. It basically has infinite ammo. You just have to let it recharge a bit. And now using this, we're gonna have to, well, suck in some parts for an LTG device. The first part is always going to be in here where quick revive is, and you want to look in this hole in the ceiling. There we go, we grab it. Next part is gonna be right inside this speed cola house, more specifically is gonna be up in that window. So the way to actually get it is you want to go up on this roof right here, and you can either try to suck it through the ground, or you can just jump on that vehicle right there. And you can see it in the window right there, just like that, pick it up, very nice. And then the last one is going to be in the church. And here we are, in the church is going to be that part that appeared when we interacted with the machine. And there we go, we got enough parts for the LTG device. Now we need to build this thing, and the way to do it is actually by going on the roof right there where Wonderfist spawns in. So we're going to take this big zip. And right there on the left side is the special crafting table for the LTG device. So let's go build this thing. Not gonna lie, this Easter egg is definitely pretty straightforward, and definitely the easiest one if you want to get into zombies and you really want to get into basically doing Easter eggs and stuff like that. Alright, now what we need to do, we're gonna go back to the machine, and we need to grab one of the canisters that is gonna stick out from this machine. As you can see, that one. So we're gonna pick it up. You're gonna move a bit slow with it, but don't worry about it. Try to have like 1 or 2 zombies alive only, so it's gonna be a bit easier. And you wanna take this, and we're gonna put it on one of the traps around the map, which is this one right here, an ether trap. So we drop it right here in the middle, and then we're gonna go right here in the graveyard, and where's this cloud right here with the lightings and everything happening. We're gonna put the LTG device in, and now we have to defend this for around a minute. Keep in mind that at the end this is going to spawn in an HVT, so make sure you have your weapon pack-a-punch, maybe upgrade a bit the rarity and everything. I didn't upgrade the rarity, but I think I'll be just fine, because I'll show you a quick trip. There we go. Kill some zombies. 30 seconds left. You can definitely let some zombies get in, like you don't necessarily need to kill all of them, but don't literally let every zombie in like I'm doing right now, because you might fail this step, and then you're gonna have to pretty much just end the round and then try it again. But there we go, we do that. 30 seconds left, almost done. My weapon definitely needs a bit of a rarity upgrade, but we're fine. We're gonna be okay. 1 second, and we're done. And usually what I like to do, just before he comes out, I go here in the back of the church right up there. There is an insta-kill. And the thing is, with these HVTs, what we need to do is actually not kill it, but leave it really low HP, like 10-15% health, because we actually need to kill it inside an ether trap where we put the canister in, basically. So we just try to do damage to this guy, to this fellow right here. But again, as I said, do not kill it. Just like that. I'm gonna get a bit of ammunition. As I said, having your weapon upgraded a tiny bit more can be very, very beneficial. But there we go. Basically, when you have it low enough, Panos is gonna start talking and tell you to transfer the energy. Now you want to lure this abomination. It can be a mangler for you. It's either a mangler or an abomination. You want to lure it inside the trap, and when he's near the canister, you want to turn on the trap. So we're waiting a few more seconds. Come here, buddy. Turn on the trap. You don't necessarily have to let the trap kill it. You can kill it inside the trap. There you go. You get a max ammo if you did it correctly. And then you can pick up the canister. And now we have to bring it back to the church, to that weird machine in there. Again, you're gonna move a bit slow, so try not to have too many zombies alive, or you can just like move backwards like this and kill everything that's chasing you down. But there we go, we do this and then interact with the machine just like that, and you're gonna see this thing open right here, and there's a Strauss counter. You want to pick that up. And then don't forget, whenever after you pick that up, go and pick up the LTG device, because we're gonna need to do this one more time, but in a different location. But right now we need to get also another canister, and the way we do that is by using the Strauss canister, by setting some frequencies to some machines. One of them is gonna be right here next to PhD. So what we're doing is using the Strauss counter, and as you can see, it's like green. And what you want to do is interact with this thing until that light up there is gonna turn red. Whenever it's green on the Strauss counter, you have to turn it to red. If it's red on the Strauss counter, you have to turn it to green. If it's orange on the Strauss counter, you have to leave it at orange. But there we go. Let's try to kill one of the vermin as well. And you know what, just because we're round 10, that's why I didn't want to upgrade my rarity, I'm actually gonna use an explosive and throw it at that head up there. And basically that's what's gonna do. It's one of the free Easter eggs, and you get a free blue tool after round 10, which is very nice. The second device is gonna be right here next to the shack, basically next to that crafting table. So let's see. First it's gonna be red. That means we're gonna turn it to green. Very nice. Now I'm actually gonna go back and just pick up the free tool, because I don't want it to despawn, because it can despawn in like a minute or so. So we're picking it up, and it's also very nice because you can get some kill streaks as well in here. You can get chopper gunners, like war machines and stuff like that, which is very nice. And now we need to find one more device, and the last one is gonna be somewhere up on this big building. So you want to go where Wonder Fizz is, and then right here on the right side next to the arsenal machine, you can break this wall. Jump down here, and here's the last device, and let's see, it's orange or more yellowish, I guess, so we are turning this to yellow. If we did this correctly, we're waiting for a few seconds. There we go, that thing is gonna align, and some lights are gonna shoot towards spawn, and this is where the last canister is, the second one that we need. And before we do anything else with the LTG device, you want to pick that up, so we're waiting a second. There we go. We pick this up, and then we put it on a trap right over there, just like that. And now we can actually take the LTG device and put it down here where the other storm is. And now we have to do the same thing that we did earlier. Defend it for around a minute until the big scary HVT comes out. And because we had the abomination last time, we are going to have the mangler this time. There we go. Man, I love this compact 92. Like, I don't have it upgraded too much, so it's not doing a lot of damage, and I don't really have perks, but it's super nice having that pack-a-punch ability. Also, you can use the jet gun to not let them go in. As you can see, it's like sucking them in, which is kind of funny. They do like barrel rolls. There we go. Alright, 10 more seconds. I'm definitely letting A lot more in than I should. But there we go. One more second and we're done. Now the big scary guy is gonna come out. And we basically have to do the same thing that we did earlier. That means leave it low HP. So, switch to the other gun. And just go to town on him. I should actually put napalm mode on my weapon just because, you know, this guy is gonna be weak to napalm. This is a mangler. Let me see, this actually does any damage to you? Actually does a bit, but I'm doing more damage to myself because I don't have PhD. So I'm gonna put napalm on. I should definitely get speed cola as well. But there we go, we're doing a lot more damage right now. Just like that. Ooh, a max ammo, just what I needed. Very nice. He's almost low enough. There we go. He's gonna turn a bit purple when he's low enough. And now we need to lure him into the trap. Keep in mind that you can definitely take this canister and put it on the trap in the back right there, next to Speed Cola, so you don't have to walk with it when it's done all the way to the church. But now we're just waiting for this guy to come here. I hate that he's doing all that stuff with like shooting the cannon and everything and doesn't really want to move. There we go, let's kill this guy, get some more ammo. I'm gonna kill some of the zombies so they'll not annoy me after I finish this step. Just like that. There we go, he's almost here. So what I'm gonna do right now is turn on the trap. Get him to come inside here. Come on, buddy. There he is. And now we're just gonna take him out. Again, if you did it correctly, you get a max ammo. And you can pick up the canister. And now we have to take it back to the church. This is gonna be a bit annoying because you're pretty far away. But you definitely have enough time, don't worry about it, even though you're walking really slow. There we go, we made it to the church. Definitely kind of a slow process, but we made it. Interact with the machine, and then don't interact again, because we are pretty much ready for the boss fight. Well, if you can call this a boss fight. And I don't want to start that just yet, because I want to be a bit more prepared. I don't have perks, I only have pack 1 blue rarity. We're not really gonna fight any real bosses in there. There's just gonna be some HVT abominations and manglers, but you know, you wanna be a bit prepared because most of the zombies are gonna be super sprinting. So having like pack-a-punch to maybe a few perks is gonna be very beneficial. I'm definitely not gonna go to round 25 or Wonder Face spawns in because I don't really need all the perks. Like you can definitely do just as good with jog, speed, and quick revive, for example. I'm actually gonna buy speed cola from over here. And I'm gonna go get quick revive. But anyways, I'm gonna set myself up and see you guys in a few seconds. Alright guys, we are pretty much ready. I managed to get some perks as well. So we got quick revive, jog, speed call, and PhD. I really like PhD because I can kill zombies with this. I'm gonna pack a punch to level 2 right now. There we go, which is very, very nice. More than enough. So I'll definitely take that. Look at Panos right over there. And I got purple rarity, and I also managed to get a mutant injection from a SAM trial. So definitely, if you manage to get one, it's worth it. Right, now let's pretty much activate the final encounter, just like that. And right now, the final boss fight begins. Well, as I said, this is not really a boss fight. This is just a big soul box that you have to kind of fill in with zombies. Keep in mind that the zombies are going to be super sprinting, so they're going to be a bit annoying, but you should not really have any worries. One thing I forgot to get is one tactical with me, because I still have the Strauss counter on me, but that's totally fine. On the first wave, you're going to have like normal zombies and some manglers and things like that, but no specials or anything, so do not worry too much, you're going to be just fine. I like to use the alternate mode of the jet gun as well, the shockwave, that uses all the ammo but literally kills everything in its path, which is pretty darn awesome. And don't worry about it, it's gonna refill back pretty darn soon. We're just holding for a few seconds, trying to round up the zombies with PhD slider, just because I love this perk so much. Having it pack a punch, it definitely helps out a bit more because it gets ammo back a lot faster. But there we go, we get some more kill streaks and more ammo on the floor, which is nice. Keep in mind that the armor is gonna be a bit low on this boss fight, but having level 2 armor, it's just as good. Having level 3 can definitely be even better. And if you don't feel confident enough with Pack-a-Punch to purple, you can definitely try to grind a bit more and get level 3 weapon pack-a-punch, and also gold rarity and all the perks and stuff like that. After you finish one of the phases, you are going to get a full armor power-up. That thing is going to stay there until you pick it up. It's not going to despawn or anything. But right now, phase 2 started, and on this phase 2, we're going to have an HVT towards the end of it. But right now, basically, we just have to kill zombies. And you know what? Because I have enough money, I'm actually going to pack-a-punch the wonder weapon. Why not? And now, it's not overheating us fast, so we can definitely kill up more zombies. There we go, we got the big fella right there. And it's actually doing more damage as this thing as well. Be a bit careful, as I said, there's a lot of super sprinters, but there we go, the HVT is pretty much here. Let me use this, just like that, very nice, do a bit of extra damage. PhD out of the way of everything. I really love PhD in this game. I think it's pretty much one of the best perks in the game. Like, no matter how much I like Jock, Speed Cola and anything, PhD is just so good. There we go, we do some damage. Nepal mode is pretty much the best mode you can have on this fight, because every special enemy you have in here is gonna be weak to napalm, so no point getting something else. There we go, let's do some more damage, run around a bit more. Just like that. He's almost done for. Just a few more shots. If I had a pack 3 weapon, of course, this guy would have gone down a bit faster, but that's just fine. And there we go, he's dead. Dude, this compact 92 is kind of insane. Kill some more zombies. Kind of out of ammo though. But that's fine, because when you finish phase 2, you're gonna get a max ammo every time. Again, this is gonna stay up until you pick it. Until you pick it up. We still have that that full armor right there. But now we're into the last phase, the third one. And this time, we are gonna get an abomination HVT. Again, we're rounding up the zombies and everything. Trying to survive. You can definitely shoot those dark ether crystals to get some extra nades and stuff like that. Take this out. Start killing some of the zombies. The zombies are definitely have a bit more health than the round we're at. But as I said, don't worry too much. Not gonna be that big of a problem. There we go. Nepal doing some work right there. There we go. We got the abomination. One of the eyes are down already. I can definitely go in the mutant injection as well, but honestly I don't really want to. Look at that, another eye is down. Boom, let's do that, very nice. Play it up a bit. More plates on the floor. Shoot that eye. Take down the mangler. You know what, you can also go into ether shot just like that to make it a bit easier. In case this guy is lasering or something. There we go, we do that. Kind of a bad timing, but we are pretty much done. Right now you just have to survive for a few more seconds. Don't worry if you go down after Pano starts talking, because it's a part of the Easter egg. Luckily we are not gonna go down because we have Dying Wish, but he's gonna use our Dying Wish, which is kind of annoying. But there we go. We have beaten Liberty Falls. Definitely the easiest map of them all. Not that big of a deal when it comes to Easter eggs. Definitely not my cup of tea. I really like big boss fights and like more complex Easter eggs, but kind of fun to get started with zombies. So in case you guys haven't managed to beat any of the Easter eggs in the game, or didn't really want to until now and you want to get started, definitely Liberty Falls is a nice way to get things going. You're gonna have a bit of fun, a bit of challenge, and at the end of the day it's an Easter egg, so you can say that you completed one and then actually challenge yourself to do the other ones as well. Definitely check the channel, because we have guides for every single one of them. But we are pretty much done. This has been the Easter egg. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.